Hey, thanks for watching another Java with John video. Very much appreciated. Although I was told by my production crew, it's Java with John AZ, not to be confused with the Java with John in other states or countries. So Java with John AZ. And this all has to do with social media, of course. So, which is a good thing. I mean, it's got its good points, its bad points, gives us the ability to keep in touch with family, friends, information, but it's also probably one of the world's greatest time sucks. I could tell you there were moments where I start watching kitten and puppy videos, and before I know it, it's 3 days later. So, great way to keep up with family and friends. My fantasy football team, trash talk, no money, because that would be illegal. We communicate through a social media group chat, so we do that. Gamers use Discord all the time for keeping in touch. So with the as good as it is, it can also be addicting, a habit, because keeping in mind that the dings, rings, and zings to get your attention are designed to get your attention and make sure that you react in the appropriate way, meaning you look at your phone, your computer, your tablet, whatever your device might be. So there are literally thousands of hours and thousands of dollars to make sure that you do react. So in my business, the marketing world and marketing communications, business uses social media all the time. So, but I will tell you, I took a 6-year break from Facebook. Just got on it back in early 2024. Decided it was just not enough real good information. I mean, I kept in touch with friends, but I could do that by phone or text, email a few to trade jokes or whatever. So, but social media, as I said, it's a habit. It's like junk food. It's quick, easy, tasty for a while, but it also makes you lazy. And like junk food, occasional treat, snack, if you do it in moderation, it could be good for you. So there have been a number of psychological studies, sociology studies on the pros and cons of social media. I think one of the things that came out of several studies that I happened to glance through said that if you limit the amount of social media you look at 15 to 30 minutes a day, you actually will have reduced depression, reduced anxiety, and a reduced sense of feeling you're missing out on something. You'll feel better because you're not seeing as much bad news. You'll feel better because you're not comparing yourself to other people that you might see online, whether that's lifestyle or body image. I mean, that's a real thing. So that's what I did, and one of the ways that I did. I didn't have any advice. I just kind of figured it out on my own. Coffee, cream, sugar, coffee, and shout out to the Writers Roundtable of Phoenix. This is their inaugural year mug. They're celebrating their 25th year this month, so congratulations to everybody there. Coffee. Anyways, one of the strategies that I employed when I tuned off of Facebook, limiting my social media uses, first thing I did is I set specific times to look at social media, because Facebook I purged completely. LinkedIn, I'm on it all the time, so I reduced the amount of LinkedIn activity to twice a day, once in the morning, once in the afternoon. Usually before or after a break. So I try to take my breaks at 10 and 2, just like driving a car. But I got back on Facebook. I only look at that twice a week. Football season might be a little more because, again, the trash talking fantasy football league, I got to be able to, to get in my shots at the other coaches. I also, I've never done this, but nothing social media wise before bed, at least an hour before. Now I'll take I got a tablet. I'll take that because that's also my ebook reader. So I'll take that to bed with me to read, even though you're not supposed to read devices in bed before. You have power devices before you go to bed because that disrupts your sleep, and that's a whole nother topic. So when you decide to either limit or do away with social media, that's your choice. Let your family and friends know. Let everybody know you're taking a break. When I said I had enough of Facebook, I changed the banner on my profile that had the date. As of this date, I am not on social media. Call, text, email, come visit. Pizza and donuts are optional. So I let everybody know in advance. I called family. I emailed family, texted family, did the same with friends. Friends that I would normally keep up with on social media, I called them. Some were glad. Some couldn't figure out what I was doing, but okay. That you don't want to talk, you don't want to talk. Another positive thing I found is that even if you're using a VPN or other device to prevent ads and tracking, and sorry to my marketing peers for saying this, when you limit your social media interaction, you're also not making it as easy for websites to track what you're looking at. So you're going to end up with fewer targeted ads, fewer spam. You'll see a lot less things. Every now and then I want to test to see what's going on, so I will put in searches for white French armoire, something I never need, just to see where that might pop up. So, and again, apologies to my marketing peers for that piece of advice too. I also did some other things. I had a lot of free time. Facebook was a giant time sucker during the day and sometimes in the evening. So again, I called family, I called friends, I called people that or texted and I hadn't talked to in a while. I found alternatives to entertainment to occupy my time. I found that I was reading more rather than going down the rabbit hole of social media, looking again at videos. My puppies and kitties are mine. Food is another one. So I switched. What are the other things? I mean, I always talk about video games because I play board games with friends. If you really wanted to have some entertainment and really enrich yourself and do some good things for you while helping others, go play board games with our veterans at a veterans home or a veterans center. The Boys and Girls Clubs in your area always need volunteers to play with the kids, either physically, games, whatever it might be. Senior citizen centers, assisted living facilities, they're always looking for fresh faces to come and keep their clients happy as well. So I love playing Monopoly and chess. So that's a good way for me to go spend time with other people. Although I'm not as good at chess as I used to be. There are, like anything else, there are some downfalls to stopping a habit. I mean, you're going to have immediate anxiety. The hardest is going to be picking up the phone at random times. You're going to be sitting, watching TV, watching a movie, watching streaming, whatever it might be, and all of a sudden it's like, phone, every few minutes. So that's going to be a difficult habit to break. You might be missing some trends. I mean, seriously, if you're off social media, let's say for the past 4 months, somebody would have had to explain to you what Hawk 2 meant. And that would have been a conversation I would have loved to hear. So you'll be missing trending things, real-time updates, my fantasy football league, community news, news in general, community groups, whatever that might be. Some local events are only shared on social media or where you might typically see them. Your local community newspaper is a great source for local news. And yes, they do have web portals, but that's not the same as social media. So you can take a look at that. There's also other places to find local and online events if the event producers remember to share that in other places. I also discovered that some family and friends only communicate through social media, and that's okay. That's their choice. I mean, they're dictating how others are allowed to talk to them. So if they don't want to pick up my call, they don't want to read my text or email, okay. I will keep that in mind for the future, because whether I agree or not, that's your choice, their choice. And if I choose not to use their only means of communication, that's my choice. So still waiting for friends to do Morse code, bring that back in, or walkie-talkies, CB radios, something like that. It is completely possible to cut off all social media. I only did it with Facebook, never stopped with LinkedIn personally. Work-wise, I had to do all the social media, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, X.com, all the others. Well, it was Twitter back then. But for me personally, Facebook was easy to purge. LinkedIn, necessity, part of business. There is a growing trend with the 18 to 25-year-olds, the Gen Zs, and I think I got that age group correct. They are completely, some of them are completely distanced from social media. They don't want to be linked to a phone or whatever's happening in the online world. So some of them are even buying just a regular phone, using it only as a phone, maybe a camera, text message, something like that. So from my point of view, social media is completely integrated into society and into the business world. I mean, so I can't escape it. You might not be able to escape it either. So, but it's just like, a bag of potato chips or a box of chocolates. You can have some without overindulging. So one thing I always suggest to somebody, when you're going to do a change of habit, change of lifestyle, something like that, it's an 8-week process to change a habit, good or bad. So try it for a couple of months, try it for at least a month to either limit or do away with social media. See what's best for you. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. Maybe you'll find that it's better than you thought. Maybe you have you're thinking it's not for you because there's just too much you're missing out on, or it's required, or you need it in your social or professional life. So, but again, do what's good for you. I keep looking down because Cat Stevens is here, and I'm tempted to pick him up and have him say hello, but he doesn't like being picked up. Yeah. And here he is, saying he's going to jump off of me right now, hang out for a little bit. So, thanks for watching. Going to finish my cup of coffee. I'll let him stay perched up on the chair for a little bit. Hope you have a great day, great week, and a great year.